Hello, everybody. I hope the audio is okay on this one. I'm sorry that it was really bad on the previous one. Um, I might have hurt my laptop, I'm not sure, but then I was really loopy, and also I don't know why, but I kept moving around and I was turning my head away from where I think the microphone is on my laptop. So uh, I am going to try to remember to stay still for this one. Um, and also, I'm really sorry that it's been so long and I haven't said very much. I think about a week ago I said something on Twitter because I knew it was just getting um, kind of ridiculous not saying how I was just not giving you guys an update, and I realized it's September, and said I was going to be back in August, and that didn't happen. First of all, I'm going to try to get to like important stuff right away, and then see how my energy does for the rest of it. And also, I don't know. You guys can tell me if the audio is better because I turned off everything that I could think that might be making a noise. Like I had a fan going and my air filter makes a noise. And the neighbor was really nice and decided to stop mowing his lawn a couple minutes before I started recording this. Okay, but okay, so yeah, back to what's going on with me and everything. Um, I am not blind. If you guys know are familiar with this painting, don't be weird or anything. It's always been an interesting painting for me, and I'm having trouble with my eyes, and I've been thinking about it. So that's why I'm using this painting. But yeah, I am having trouble with my eyes, and I'm pretty sure it's from the steroids that I tried in July with the chemo. And it could also be the chemo as well. I'm not totally sure, but this is I have been on steroids before, and it didn't go very well. But since things were so serious with my lungs, and since I knew I was going to be in pain already, I um, went ahead and tried them together. And I'm not sure how much I say this in the chat or how much I talk about this in the mod coordination groups and stuff, but I say a lot, like after I've been modding for a while, that I want to rip out my eyes or something, and so it's not. So I do. Yeah, my eyes are painful, and then with like one of the symptoms of all of this autoimmune stuff is photosensitivity. And I know I've talked about that, and because you guys have recommended like some blue light glasses and other stuff like that. And so, yeah, this is just probably, I think, um, the pain in my eyes is like really, it's not new, it's just more of a problem. Um, and I'm usually able to like push my way through it. And this, I don't know, or it's crazy because like I think for the Patriotic Weekly Report, I did come on because I thought I was doing better a couple weeks ago, and I think I only lasted for 20 minutes or half an hour, and I was still struggling with that, and my eyes were having trouble keeping up with the moving text. And then when I had to leave, it was like I had Vaseline in my eyes because like I could not see. And it's, I mean, it, and so, after rest, like the rest of the day was pretty bad and the day after, but it's kind of like something that's there, and I've kind of learned how to keep it happy and not agitate it too much, but that kind of means that I can't really do very much, or I don't know. It's just it's getting in the way of a lot of things, and um, that's probably one of the biggest reasons I haven't been online very much. Is because my eyes are hurting so much. Um, and then the way things are going, and I'll get into that in just a second. But the chemo, my pulmonologist said that the chemo should make my lungs better a couple weeks after um, I was finished with that round. And so they did a CAT scan, and I didn't think that it was going to be what he said it would be, that it was going to get a whole lot better after the chemo, just because I know that chemo, the idea behind doing the chemo is more long term, and that the steroids are a faster way to get it going. And but I did, because I'm hopeless. I was hoping that, well, maybe he was right about this one, but I had a CAT scan um, a couple of weeks ago, and it did. My lungs are mildly better, but they're still pretty bad. They're pretty inflamed still, and um, so I'm running around to the different doctors and specialists, so trying to make sure there isn't something worse going on with my eyes. And then my pulmonologist, I don't know what's going on with him, but he's had to cancel appointments. So I guess it's not too bad if he's not like, oh my gosh, we have to get you in right away. Um, but it's still unsettling, and also just having all that inflammation still going on means that the fevers are still a problem, and um, getting I'm still pretty tired and kind of feeling the same like I did in June. So I don't know where this is going. Or I'm waiting to get better, but I don't know when that will be. Um, and then I'm having a lot of trouble with that because I want to be here, and I want to be back. I want to be modding, and I want to be helping, and I want to be, making somebody smile, or um, just making someone's day better or something. I want to help my friends. I don't want to just be here doing nothing. Um, and so I feel really bad that I'm not able to be online. Um, I've got like everything on nighttime mode that I can, and I've got things blown up, like the not like a bomb or anything, but like I've got um, the size is bigger as much as I can, but it's still pretty hard, and um, I think I'm doing okay. And then I go to type something, and like after 10 minutes, I'm done for the day, and so that's not good. And I'm trying to use voice to text where I can, but I'm still pretty technologically challenged. So that's something I'm trying to work on. This is really interesting timing though, because I've been wandering around YouTube listening to stuff to keep myself occupied and entertained, and um, before this whole thing with my eyes became a real challenge, I found a channel. I think her name is Molly Burke, and she's actually blind. And I just thought it was fascinating watching, like, or seeing what it's like for a blind person to do things. And then I actually got some inspiration from some things that she was talking about. And um, well, I don't want to get that too long, or I don't want to make this too long, but I'll just say that I was really, really inspired and encouraged by a couple thoughts she had, and just applying it to my own life. And then now I'm having trouble with not being able to use my eyes, and um, just a lot of things that she did that I just thought was interesting from an outsider looking in. I'm kind of like, oh yeah, maybe I can try that for myself. So um, I just thought that was pretty cool timing. Um, and like I was meant to find her for a reason or something. Um, so anyway, yes, that's what's going on with me, and um, that's a big that's probably the biggest reason why I'm not able to be online much. But I'm still it's still pretty rough trying to do anything anyway, and um, I'm still having to keep the fevers at bay as much as possible. And I don't know if you can tell in my voice, but I'm already really tired, and um, I'm just talking a little bit. Um, well, I don't know, 12 minutes it looks like. Um, okay, so something that I keep wanting to talk about and want to ask you guys about is about the comments, because I want to give everybody a heart, and then I also want to reply to every comment. But it um, I'm wanting to do it at the same time, and then um, some comments are will be longer than others, because like some are more detailed than others, and there's more detailed questions and that kind of thing. And I don't want any, but I overanalyze things, but I don't want anybody to feel left out. Like, oh, why did you reply to this person's comment but not mine? Um, and then if I'm like, okay, I'll reply to this part later or something. Then I don't want, or I am, and I fully intend to write back to everybody, and well, the nice ones. There's a troll I'm going to have to take care of. Which, by the way, just amuses me. And I was trying to decide if I should um, take it down or not, but I, I, I finally came to the decision that they they were saying something about my friend that I don't. Um, well, I don't want to give that troll more attention, but just for the sake of not wanting to hurt a friend, or I don't think it would hurt him, but um, just yeah, it doesn't belong there, maybe. But yeah, so all you trolls, you just amuse me. So keep. Well, no, I don't want to encourage you to troll, but yeah, it does amuse me. Um, okay, sorry. Oh yeah, so um, yeah, so I do want to reply to everybody, and like I think the reply is in my head, and that just needs to be translated into me actually getting it written down. And um, and then I overanalyze things, and I want to reply to everybody, and I don't want anybody to feel left out, and then I get myself all stressed out, and then nothing ends up actually happening. So um, I was wondering if you guys would be okay if you got hearts, and then like more temporary, like, or I don't know, if you just maybe if you get a heart but not a comment, is that would that, like, if you ask something specific and I'm like, okay, I'll, like, a heart just tells you that I've seen it, and that what would that work? Or is, I mean, would that be a good way for me to communicate that to you, that I got your comment? And then also, thank you. Because they really do help a lot. And just with the last one on, or the last video, especially when I just, I can't use my eyes are kind of getting in the way. So just, I put the video up, and I think I had the chemo going when I was pushing through the rough part of the chemo, and whenever I would just get a notification and it would pop up on my screen, I was like, oh, and then it made me feel better, and it just made me feel like, oh, there's a person who cares, or well, um, well, not to say that if you don't comment, you don't care or anything, but it made my heart very happy, and it was really encouraging, just all the whenever I'd see a notification. So they really, really are appreciated. So thank you for that, for everybody that's been commenting and encouraging. And also with like emails and private messages and DMs and everything. Like, it does, it's encouraging, and it means a lot. And I'm really sorry that I'm not able to reply to everybody. And like, I will at some point. Um, I just gotta figure some of this out. And I think, like, I'm the kind of person who, once I get, like, I push past things. And so it's just kind of like, once I get to a certain point, I'm gonna be like, and then I'm gonna go, like, blitz out and do a ton of stuff. And then I'm gonna, like, spend several weeks paying for it or something. Um, I'm trying not to do that, because that isn't good for me, but it might it might happen, just to warn you. But yeah, like, back to my eyes again though, because that isn't, like, my vision not working isn't something I can really push past, because I can push past pain and being tired to a certain extent. But it's like, with my eyes, it's just kind of like, well, nope. It's kind of like if I was trying to, run without a leg or something. Um, you can't push past that. So um, I don't know. I'm feeling a little defeated and weak, I guess, with this. Just that um, I don't know. I just that here's an obstacle I can't at least try to push past. I don't know. Um, just I guess, you learn how much you use things when they get taken away from you like that. And again, this isn't a permanent thing. This is just uh, what the medication does to my body. And so I'll be doing better, and um, or my eyes will be doing better, and this isn't permanent. So it's just very frustrating, and trying to figure out how to survive through this. And with the fevers and everything, it would be, I guess it's kind of like killing two birds with one stone. So um, might as well be going through this now, rather than if I'm doing better with having more energy or something, and not being feverish all the time. It would totally suck to not have my vision then, as opposed to now. So, sorry, I'm just rambling about that, and I'm not sure how much sense I'm making. really, really tired. But I have some stuff written down. Let's see if I got to it. Oh, okay. So something, again, back to what my plan or my idea or whatever is, with the whole modding and how much and where I'm going to be spending my energy, or I'm trying to spend my energy. Um, I did this before, but I don't think I ever really said anything about it. But I kind of feel obligated to um, the order in which I started helping out with modding and things. So even though the show changed the title, but back at the beginning with Tara, with um, the Patriotic Weekly Review, that wasn't my first modding job. I had another. I think I had another one going when I started with that one, but that's not. Um, he's not doing a live show anymore, and I think there was someone else. Or I'm not sure, but yeah, and he didn't do one. But anyway, that show is still currently going, and so I feel my first loyalty is to that show, and so that's what I'm doing with that. And then after when Jared and Jason came onto the show, and they started doing the after party. No, wait, actually they did the after party um, a couple episodes before they had their actual. Oh, either way, I can't remember those details, but then that was my next job, and um, so that's number two. And then when JF's mods asked me to if I wanted to join them, I actually asked. I'm trying to. Sorry, my mind just kind of went blank. So I actually asked. I made sure it was okay with my other obligations before I um, before I started helping JF. So that is um, so those are the main three, and so that's kind of the order, and so that's kind of how I feel like um, where or that's how I'm going to be trying to focus on with whatever I'm doing with all of this, and what the future holds. And again, or again, I don't. And something else to add in there too is that just because that's the order, um, I know there's a couple times when there's some overlap, and I would just see where help was needed, and so I would just go with that. So that doesn't necessarily mean that um, I'm not going to be doing something um, because of the order. It might work out that um, there's enough mods in one place so I can help mod somewhere else. Oh, all this talk about modding makes me want to go back. And it's so hard for right now I can't look at the screen because it's hurting my eyes, and so I'm looking into the dark of my room. Um so I don't know what's gonna happen again, so maybe I shouldn't talk about modding because then I'll feel sad. Um I can't be with you guys. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking for that. And I'm really sorry. I'm getting really tired. Um, but I want to make sure I can get as much in here as I can. Um, yeah, okay, so I guess, yeah, oh, okay, so with my lungs, I'm not totally sure what the future is going to hold for that. Um, I'm still no oxygen, no respirator. That's, oh, I'm really scared about when that's coming. But yeah, that's not a thing right now. I do have the pulse oximeter thingamajigger that I have to just be monitoring that every once in a while, but that's not really, it hasn't been abnormal or anything, which is good. It just, sometimes it's kind of scary when I feel like trying to get oxygen and like breathing and feel like I can't get enough oxygen, but then that thing tells me that everything's okay. So, not really sure what that, why I feel that way if my blood oxygen is normal, but yeah. But anyway, and so as far as the inflammation, um, because I didn't do the chemo for so long, I have a feeling that it might be that since originally the, it was after the second round that I was supposed to notice a difference, that since it was out of my system, that I might be having to start over from um, where I was before, and I'm worried that my inflammation levels might not go down until like after my next one, which is going to be about the same time as it was last year in November, December. Um, but the thing is that with my lungs the way they are, it's not good. And the longer they're inflamed like that, or the longer they are the way they are, the more danger it's in for permanent damage and just letting the disease um, like get a good foothold and destroying my lungs. So I think that I'm, well, based on talking to my pulmonologist and rheumatologist, I have a feeling that the best thing for me to do might be steroids again, or in between. So, not when I'm doing the chemo. So, maybe I guess in a month, maybe I want to see how things are, because just how badly I respond to steroids and with everything else going on, I'm not sure how much, if I can handle it, but if it if it can help my lungs not get so bad so quickly and just basically buy me more time, I think that it would, just like a couple months here might be worth it in the long term, but I'm not sure, and um, gonna I'm just gonna have to see how things go. Um, right now, I'm thinking that I will do it. It's still probably, again, it's still probably going to be like at least a month if I don't if I do decide to do it. And again, with the chemo, there's like the 2 months the after the treatment that I could start to see results again. So I'm just really hoping that maybe this time next month um, they'll be doing better, and I won't have, the inflammation will be better, and I won't have to do the steroids. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Everything's up in the air, and I'm kind of waiting just to see what happens. Um, and it's really surprising how quickly time goes because, like, it used to, like, I would, when I was in high school, I would miss whole semesters that I would just do at home um, with, like, a tutor, and time went by so slow, and I hated it, and I, like, actually wanted to go to school. Um, and this is just really weird because it's just going by so fast. I just maybe I've just gotten too good at passing time or something, or maybe I just don't remember because that's another thing. And then I'm sleeping through a lot of it, so I guess that has something to do with it. I don't know, but yeah, I can't believe that it's September already and fall is coming, and I'm like, what the heck? Where did summer go? Because like I didn't uh, really get a summer. I've been indoors most of the time, sleeping most of the time, but um, yeah. So um, and yeah, and even though this might sound bad too, it's not. Um, like again, I haven't been. I've spent every night in my own bed and no hospital, and um, I'm not hooked up to any machines or anything, so don't worry about it like being really bad like that or anything. That that part hasn't happened yet, so I'm still here and can still do stuff. Um, that okay, this is getting dark. But yeah, so no, it's okay. I'll focus on the positive. Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still able to do a lot of things, and it's not scary all the time anyway. But yeah, I'm not in the hospital. No machines, nothing like that. Just annoyed, just annoyed and tired and in pain. But other than that, I'm still here. Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying, and so I'm really loopy now. I'm starting to get random giggles, so I probably had better stop now. So um, I hope that worked, or I hope that wasn't too stupid or annoying. And I'm sorry that I went on as long as I did. Um, and yeah, I'll um, I'll try to see how things go in the future, and I'll try to be. I mean, if nothing else, just know that I'm listening, even if I can't see you guys. Um, and I am trying to keep up. But I'm because I'm so loopy. It's so strange. I can listen to a show and then the next day I can't remember what I listened to. So um, just kind of, I guess, part of the fever, but and the loopiness. But I'm still there in spirit though, I guess. Um, and yeah, so anyway, yeah, so I'm still there, and I really appreciate you guys that are still sticking by me, and thank you. And um, I'll try to be better, and I'm doing my best to be a good friend. So I hope that I can be a better friend than I am being right now. Um, and try to keep you guys as updated as possible. But just like if everything's slipping through my fingers right now, so I'm not sure how well that's going to be. But I am going to do my best, and I am going to try my hardest. And I am going to get this started to post, and then I'm going to take a nap. So okay, really going now. But thanks, you guys. You guys make all the difference. So thank you so much for being there. And thank you for all the encouragement and everything. It really means a lot to me. And and hopefully I will have some better news when I talk to you guys again next time. And maybe a happier picture. Um, so, anyway, okay. Bye, guys. Love you guys.